If you both trusted each other, then neither of you would have served more than 2 years.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, no. They both stay silent, they get 2 years, but... Okay, I wasn't paying full attention, it seems, because I just realized... Yeah, looking at the grid, if you both stay silent, it's one of the best case scenarios. If you confess and they stay silent, then you have a good time. If both of you keep your yap shut, it makes sense to do that. But if you stay silent and they decide to confess and screw you, then you get the raw end of the deal. But if you both confess, you still get a raw deal because it's a lot of time.
But because you both made the decision based on your own self-interest, you're gonna spend 8 more years in prison. In other words, the logical decision leads not only to a less desirable outcome on the group level, but also a pretty shitty situation on the personal level, too. You see now? The A-B game is the prisoner's dilemma.
Yeah. They're pretty much the same thing. If we trust Alice, we can both increase our BP by 2. But if we don't trust each other, in the long run, it won't benefit either of us.
Yeah, but this is where it gets interesting. Let's say for a moment all 9 of us are on one team.
Okay, sure. I'm game.
Who would we be playing against?
0. 0, of course.
Right. So we can assume the 9 of us are fighting 0 in the AB game. If you look at it that way, what would we want to do to beat him?
All of us pick ally constantly so that we can just destroy 0?
Just look at the point totals. Say we all picked ally. What would our total points be?
Everyone would be at 5. Well, 2 times 9 is 18, so 18 points?
Okay. Now let's say one of the pairs chooses Betray.
The pair who pick Betray will get 3 points each. So, in total, they'll have 6 points. But the solo they betrayed will have 2 points subtracted, so... the total gain for that game would only be 4 points. The other 2 groups would choose ally for the round, right?
Yeah.
So, for the other teams, you'll get 6 each, which will give you 2 times 6 is 12, plus 4, 16 points total.
So, what does that tell you?
If we consider all 9 of us to be on the same team, we need to all always choose ally to get the most points. If even one person chooses Betray, the total number of points we get goes down.
Exactly. In this game, if each individual acts for the benefit of the whole group, everyone benefits.
Yes! I know! I figured that out in the first timeline, but no one fucking listened!
But if everyone starts looking out for themselves, it'll impact the group negatively.
I know!
And eventually, it'll impact them negatively too. If all of us choose Betray, then the group gets 0 points. Ultimately, nobody benefits. Not even the individual. In other words, selfish but logical decisions hurt everyone. And they hurt you.
Okay. I think I get it. What you're saying is that I should pick ally.
No,
What?
I mean the opposite.
What? What?
If you're going to make the most logical choice here, the only option is Betray.
What? Why? You just explained why that was a terrible idea!
No, I didn't. It's not the prisoner's solution. It's the prisoner's dilemma. Even though there's an outcome where everybody's happy, the choice you'd have to make for that outcome isn't the rational one. You want to pick it, But you can't. A dilemma. If we choose Ally, and Alice does too, then yes, it'll be great. All three of us will get 2 points. That would be ideal, obviously. And it would help everybody. But what if Alice chooses Betray?
Our PP will go down to 1.
Right. And if that happens, we're screwed. So...
20 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Jesus, we've got a lot of time.
Unless we can be certain that Alice will choose Ally, we don't have a choice. We have to choose Betray. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to know that for certain. That means we have to make the rational choice. It would be great to make the right choice, but we can't.
Shh, Fi, listen. I'm gonna hit Ally. Because I can't guarantee it, but I'm pretty sure based on various clues given to me from the person's overall personality and the fact that the timelight flows down the Ally one in a straight line. In every single timeline we have, when it goes down a straight line, we benefit the most and get to an ending. In every other timeline, when we've gone down Ally, we've had these split options. And sometimes we end on a interesting expanded timeline. Sometimes we get an end to the timeline. But we also have a high chance of getting a game over. Which I guess is the same for all of them. But the most direct way to do things is usually the Betray option. In this timeline, it's the Ally option, which leads me to believe that Alice is going to pick Ally. I could be wrong. I could be misinterpreting. I could just be slinging bullshit for all I know. But I'm gonna go with that option. Because I like to believe in people more. I don't want to be a cynic. Hey. Did you just say we're screwed? If you don't mind telling me, what did you mean by that? I'm guessing something happens if our BP hits 0, right? I mean, the way you said it sure makes it seem like something's going to happen. Do you know something? You do know something! What are you hiding? Yeah. You know, there's been something weird about you from the moment we met. I mean, for starters, how do you know my name?
Oh, knock it off. This is getting old.
I don't care if it's getting ancient! This is important! I don't know you! But you seem to know me somehow! The only explanation I can think of that makes any kind of sense is that you're working with Zero!
What about you?
What?
Are you working with Zero?
Me? Why would you think that?
You're too calm. You wake up trapped in some kind of twisted game and it doesn't even faze you? That hardly seems normal.
I don't think that's accurate. It doesn't even faze him? Were you not paying attention when he was in the elevator originally? Oh, come on. I can ask you the same thing.
Don't change the subject. We're talking about you. Maybe you actually do know me.
What? Where the hell did that come from? Look, I already told you I've never seen you before in my life. The fuck was that? The pointing thing. Do at some point we go to fucking Phoenix Wright?
Sigma. Just let it go. Our time's up. This is it. Before it ends, I wanted to tell you thanks. You know we're about to die, but you still stuck with me. So, thank you, Sigma.
When is this?
Goodbye.
When the fuck does that happen? What was that?
What's wrong?
I saw
Saw what?
the explosion.
Explosion?
I think there's a bomb somewhere in this building. I'm not sure, but it sounded like it was on a timer. You and I were trying to stop it, but we couldn't do anything, and...
Whoa, Sigma! Calm down. What are you talking about?
Gah!
What is it now?
My head!
It hurts?
Yeah!
You know, you said it hurt when you first woke up in the AB room, too.
It didn't just hurt. It felt like it was going to explode.
Are you alright?
I think so.
Maybe you should rest a little.
Yeah. Maybe I could just lay my head on your lap.
Of course. I shouldn't have worried.
Fi and I spent the rest of the time until the door opened in silence. The AB game was forgotten as I tried to make sense of what I'd seen. Had it been real in any way? Or was it just a hallucination brought on by stress, or maybe some strange drug they dosed me with while I was out? It hadn't seemed real, though. Was it a premonition? I had to stifle a bark of laughter at the thought. Seeing the future? This wasn't some crappy sci-fi novel. This was real life. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Things like that didn't happen. Except in the first game. And in this game, technically. I was just tired. The stress of the nonary game was probably getting to me more than Fi thought. I was tired, and I was emotional. I'm sorry, that was a period. I was tired and I was emotional. A hallucination was strange, but really, it was perfectly understandable. But what if I wasn't losing it? What if I was fine? What if it hadn't been a hallucination? I sat there for what felt like hours, my mind running in circles.
Five minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
What the hell was that?
What? Do you need a translator? If you don't vote fast enough, then it'll set your vote to ally. Make sense? Or do I need to use smaller words?
So if you plan to pick ally, then you don't even really need to go into the AB room.
I guess not.
Well, that's not true at all.
We're already in here, though. So we might as well figure out what we're gonna do. What's it gonna be, Sigma? Ally or betray?
An interesting question, Vi. Why are you even asking? Made it pretty clear that we should choose betray.
Well, I didn't say should. I just said we didn't really have a choice.
That's the same thing.
It's completely different. The former is an active opinion. The latter is just passive information.
I mean, it's semantics, really. Whatever. You still want to betray, right?
Yeah.
Then why did you ask me? Because she doesn't want to be accountable. So, we never really finished our conversation from earlier. You said we'd be screwed if our BP dropped to 1. What do you mean by that? Is something going to happen if our BP gets to 0 or something?
We die.
What?
If our BP drops to 0, we die. The needles in our bracelets activate.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, how the hell do you know that? Zero never said anything about it!
I don't know. I swear I don't. I know somehow. There's just this feeling I've got. Like, that's what'll happen.
Oh, come on! That again? You fed me the same line when I asked you why you knew my name! How can you know all these things when there's no way on Earth? Wait, did you see it?
What?
Did you have some sort of, I don't know, premonition?
What? What the hell are you talking about? You sounded like a crazy person the first time, too.
Then you haven't.
Seriously, Sigma, are you okay? I think there's something wrong with you.
This was wrong. Fi was supposed to be acting strange, not me. I'm the sane one. I'm the only sane one. Everybody else is crazy. Instead, here she was, asking if I was okay. But what if it wasn't just her? What if I was losing it too? I groaned. My head felt awful. It was like someone had thrown my brain into a food processor and hit puree.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Hey, it's almost time. What are you gonna pick? If you aren't going to do it, then
No, I'm fine. I'll do it.
You're gonna choose betray, right?
Sure. I mean, you guys can't tell, but I'm looking to left and right shiftily. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Alright. Take it away.
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
I stood in front of the selection screen and took a deep breath. This was it. I ran over my options one last time. There was only one possible choice. And that choice is ally. Your vote has been recorded. Please wait.
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
And with that, I think we're going to end this episode here. In the next one, we'll see what the ally option has given to us. See you guys then.